name's Alan Dowds. Skip to my family and friends. My wife Susan and our two children, Sarah and Jack, moved here to Marblehead in 1995. We came up here for a job of mine, and I worked in Boston for the next 20 plus years until 2 years ago. Well, my kids grew up here, went to Bell School, and Sue shepherded them through the high school and sat on the PTO and did all the mom things. I unfortunately, in hindsight, missed out on a lot of that, but that's a story for another day. Okay. Why did I invite everybody I know and all the doctors in the neighborhood and all the yogis in the neighborhood to come and hear me this morning? Yes, and to donate to the food bank. Thank you. It was to get you in the door, to hear you, to sit through this. This is the cost you're paying for Louise's meal. Okay. I didn't invite you here just to tell you that I'm kind of a clever guy. I invited you here to tell you that I'm also a wounded guy. And it's the reason that I'm doing what I do. It's also, ironically, the reason I'm able to share this with you. So, what is this? What is my why? I was born 60 years ago. From all appearances, I had the world by the tail. I was cute. I was clever. I was sweet. Yeah, what happened? Life happens. Yes. Anyway, from all outside appearances, people would have thought, kid's got it made. Right? I didn't want for anything except one thing. My parents' attention. The good news is, I wouldn't be here if I'd gotten it. Sorry to say it that way. I was born a person of privilege, white, right? 60 years ago in this country with money. I chased a lot of things in pursuit of what I couldn't get at home, no matter how hard I tried. Right? This is what turned me into this stereotypic type A, straight A student, got me the fancy jobs, that kind of thing. Couldn't get it from mom and dad for all those years that I lived under their roof and was dependent upon them. Couldn't get it from professors in college, no matter how hard I tried. Couldn't get it from employers, no matter how hard I tried. But do I give up? No. I'm Irish. Yeah. Blaming it on my heritage. Fine. There's a pursuit that's lasted until 2 years ago that culminated in a realization of sorts that what I was looking for is not out there. It's in here. Okay, sounds goofy. Here's an I, for the life of me, cannot give this to other people. This knowledge. This knowledge one has to experience. 3 ways to know if something's true or not. You experience it. You infer it, right? You go to bed at night, there's no snow on the ground. You wake up the next morning, there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. You can infer that it snowed between the time you closed your eyes and opened your eyes, right? You either witness, experience it, observe, firsthand knowledge. You can infer it, or you get it from an authoritative source. I'm not an authority, right? The guy who wrote what I'm sharing with you, he's an authority. All I am is like a Boy Scout on this trail here, and I'm trying to help people along it. An authority, if you were Catholic, for instance, would be the Pope, I assume. That some level of authority, right? Not the internet. Oh my God. Okay, where was I? Sharing the truth with you. Yes, here's the truth about each of us. We are multi-dimensional beings. All right, here comes the hippie shit. Yeah. Multi-dimensional as in, do you have thoughts? Are they physical? Do you see them pop out of your head? Of course not. You have a physical and non-physical dimension. Okay, so bear with me here. You actually have 3 non-physical dimensions. Yes. Your conscious mind is the part we're all very familiar with. It's the home of the voice in our head. This is the part that we become aware of before we even open our eyes in the morning, when it comes on and says, oh, shit, here we go again, right? Voice. This part of our mind is evidenced by words. Conscious mind. It's the thinking part of the non-physical mind, or evidence of it, technically. The other non-physical mind runs the ship. Right now it's holding me upright, it's moving my fingers and my lips, so that thankfully I don't have to cognitively process movement. Right? So conscious thinking mind, subconscious quiet doing mind. Human beings can and do multitask. We cannot and don't multi-cognate or think. So try simultaneously reciting the alphabet and counting. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. This non-physical aspect of each of us, the conscious thinking mind, functions the way our heart and lungs do. Single, consecutive beats, breaths, thoughts. It's mechanically the way it is. It's an important thing to know about it too. Okay? Subconscious mind just runs in the background. Subconscious mind is referred to by some apparently as the reptilian brain. I call it my alligator. Yeah. If an alligator can do it, you don't really need to think about it. Okay. And an alligator doesn't, well, if you hear words, words are evidence that your thinking mind, if you're experiencing sensations, recalling memories, you're down in your subconscious mind. Okay. The other distinction, right? I think I said there were 3 invisible, non-physical aspects. Staticky, noisy, never-ending, can't shut it off, conscious thinking mind, the uber still, quiet, subconscious doing mind, and then underneath it is the most subtle aspect of anything. It's consciousness, the awareness of the above. Okay. Excuse me. The trick here is learning to distinguish first between conscious mind and subconscious mind, just as a matter of practicality. Because if there are times during the day when you don't want to hear that voice in your head, wouldn't it be nice just to be able to change the channel? Guess what? It's literally that easy. Okay. The other distinction here is not just practical, it's life altering. Understanding the difference between your conscious, noisy thoughts and your awareness of those thoughts should freak you out. If it doesn't freak you out, then you haven't figured it out yet. Sorry. Raja Yoga. All we have left of this practice is a simplistic outline, a 200-line poem. Where was I going with this? Yes. Raja Yoga is essentially the secret of life, the fountain of youth, whatever you want to refer to it as. The poem is the trailhead, the path, if you will. And all I am in this is a guide that says, that way, right? It's all I can do for you. For 2 years, I have tried everything this mind can imagine to gift this knowledge away. I can't give it to you. I can't. But I can attest what I'm talking about is inside you. What I started to say a minute ago is that Raja Yoga is a scientific proof of an underlying hypothesis. The hypothesis is that only 2 things exist. Your consciousness and literally everything else. The point is, your consciousness is not like anything else. Consciousness, the only thing humankind is aware of that is unaffected by time and space. Karma. Talk about something that is uber still. And it's inside each of us. All right, I'm going to say it out loud. Consciousness is not of this universe. It's divine. Yeah. This scientific hypothesis is called Sankhya. The people who came up with the practice or proof, it's Raja Yoga, essentially scientifically took the human being, cut it into 4 parts, 2 physical, 2 mental, and said, go to town, go to town. Learn to levitate, right? And at the end of the day, you'll figure it out. Your consciousness is not affected by anything, and it is not a mental function. And it's inside you, right? So if you were like me, looking for all the world with all your heart to fill a void that it just consumes you. Pick up a copy of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. You got to start someplace. It's not going to be in a gym. It's going to be with your eyes closed. Oh, teeny little bit open because you don't want to fall asleep. Sleep is the enemy of meditation. To find that uber still part of you, the one that's beneath the quiet part, takes practice, 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 practice. Don't give up. Never give up. It was Patanjali's advice. Never give up. Always let things go. Never give up. Always let shit go. Amen.